We also have our, let's put it, our taboos that we thought that sanitation is a very delicate issue. When we are going to talk about it, people associate with the dirty, with the bad smell, and now what are you talking about? Do you want to accuse us that we don't use sanitation? Do you think we want to talk about sanitation? Let's talk about other things which are clean.
This is Mwanza Federation. They're doing a choir during the sanitation festival. It's a big thing here today here in Mwanza in the hillside.
We tried to organize this sanitation festival to first of all bring to the fore the agenda of sanitation across the population, to bring together stakeholders from the public, private, and popular sectors to share this very important problem and get to them to understand and to give their views about the sanitation issues. We organized the officials from Mwanza, the public institution which is responsible for providing sanitation water in Mwanza City. We invited people, NGOs like federations, which are very important in Mwanza, which are constructing pit latrines, government departments, private sector, and the community. It was first of all organized in Mabatini, which is a ward which is really poorly served in terms of sanitation. A large part depends on off-grid sanitation, and largely not modified pit latrines. And those, there are also quite a proportion number of people who do not have own sanitation services, especially those who are living on the hills where it's very difficult to dig deep. And secondly, it's an area also where there is shortage of water, meaning that even if you are able to provide sanitation today, it will not be possible to use flush system because of limited water, especially on the hills.
So I found that there is a fear of the low-income earners to interact with the officials to discuss issues around sanitation. So the festival was a tool to bring these people in a way they are like enjoying, because there was some dramas, there was a lot of exhibition there. People, they are enjoying at the same time
discussions using local language about their sanitation. Men and women, old and young, school children and non-school children meeting and interacting to discuss this one with the officials also even sanitation, listening and understanding from these perspectives. This was one of the major reasons. Second reason was that we thought of organizing it in a place where we'll touch the ground, meaning that in one of the neighborhoods, one of the communities which are really have a serious problem of sanitation, where these issues, when they are discussed, when experiences are given out by the participants, one can relate to the place where we are. Because we could have organized the meeting in a hall in the city council. We could organize the meeting hall in a hotel. But we thought that it's important to organize it in the ground where these issues are taking place and where they can be observed. And there one can put a finger like that area there, like those houses there. Then people really have the feeling. And even the officials who are there, then will have really feel what the people are talking about. When we use the dramas, when we use dances, when we engage the school children to show the experience of the toilets they use at home, to sketch out in a form of a competition, shows us the toilet you use at home and the toilet which you would best like, and why this one you hate it, and this you don't know, you don't like it, or you like best this one. These were very important communication tools for us, because the kind of people are they are talking in the form of a drama, in the form of dances, but the message was sent home. Meaning, at the same time, people are laughing the way people are putting it. On the other hand, it's also underlining very important facts of what is happening on the ground in reality. Something you will find it very difficult if you have written a paper or PowerPoint presentation to talk about and to send the message on a practical ground or with a flavor of what is happening in reality on the ground.
Using those artistic way like drawings, it was exposing women their daily experience. I mean, women now, they're coming up to either cement or giving some more elaboration and explanation about what the kids have started. And another thing is using the federations. We had those federations who are also building toilets. So it was giving us a community confidence to speak when they saw their fellow women, they are fully involving. in building toilets. It's a combination.
Despite their limited resources, communities are very proactive. They know that they have a problem. They know that there is an equal distribution of sanitation services. They know that they've not been receiving justice, especially those in the low-income settlements. They know these things, but they are ready. They are also calm and willingly seeing this challenge in a way of saying that we are ready to join forces to solve the problem. The Mwasa found it an opportunity to explain also what plans they have for that area, what challenges they are facing not being able to provide sanitation in this and this and these localities. At the same time, do it in a manner which is not confrontational. It's not an encounter between people who are complaining, people are supposed to provide services, but it was an encounter between people who are seeking support from each other and who want to be assisted to solve their problem. We also want to be assisted by the communities to be able to address some of the problem of people who do not have sanitation, to address especially problem of sanitation on the hills and what can be done, and therefore to listen to the people's views. At the same time, people want also Mwasa to assist them to improve their sanitation. For example, providing some water so they can link up with this simplified sanitation system, which requires some amount of water, to support in the process of digging trenches using machines and grills which can cut through the hard rocks and which individual cannot do on their own, to negotiate and facilitate access to land for laying the pipes and whatnot. These are issues which Mwasa can do as a public institution. The environment which is entertaining is also very critical, because this makes you open up without the ill feeling that I'm being accused for not having done my part, and therefore all the parties involved find that a common ground where you can talk and chat and share, and at the same time joke. There are a lot of jokes which are driving point home, which are underlining critical concerns, but they are not taken painfully by any of the parties involved.